Good afternoon, my name is Michelle McAllister, and today we are going to look at a dissection of a sheep's brain. This is my name here, and this is the list of structures that we are going to look for today. So let's set that right here. So first things first, I will say this is a little bit dramatic just because my hands are shaking so bad. I don't know why. I realize nothing I can do can hurt this sheep, but whew. Okay, so let's get started. What we did was go ahead and remove that meninge layer at the top of the brain, which I found very difficult to do. I don't know if it was the method of preservation or if that's just how tough that layer is, but it was very interesting to see how well it kept all of our components together. So the first thing we're going to look at, I'm going to just prop this so you can see it, is going to be our frontal lobe. So our frontal lobe is going to be turn it so you can see it. Our frontal lobe is going to be right here, and we have dissected this brain in half, so you are looking at the right frontal lobe right here. Then we're going to look at our parietal lobes, which are going to sit more towards the center, right about here. Hope you can see. Prop it up just a little. Right about here. And then we've got our temporal lobes, which on a person would be where those ears would sit, and that's going to be right in this region here. Our occipital lobe is back towards the cerebellum here. I'm just going to pick it up. It's going to be right about here. Yep, you can see my hand shaking a little bit. I'm so sorry. Okay, our occipital lobe right located in the back here, with our cerebellum that would sit at the very, very end. Then you will see our gyrus, which is these ridges that are on the surface of the brain. And then you'll see also those indents, the sulci, which is the grooves of the brain. Both of these structures are very visible and so on the very top portion of our exposed brain. So then if we're looking at the dissection from the inside, we're going to look at some features on the inside. And again, I think I did okay. I think I might have accidentally cut some features, but I think we can still kind of see them. So here, I'm going to tilt you in just a little bit. Here, we're going to look at what is our, okay, there we go. Corpus callosum, which is going to sit right in here. I think we got a good view of that. My paper towel might be in the way. Okay, so then we are going to look for our thalamus. Our thalamus is going to sit right, it's kind of a roundish feature. It should be right in here. Actually, I think we might have a better view on this side of our, okay. So then I want to look at our hypothalamus, which is going to sit closer towards the bottom of the brain of the dissection here, okay. We've got a much better view now. I apologize for that. So back to what we were looking at. Our corpus callosum is going to be right about here in the brain. Our thalamus is going to sit right below that in this roundish feature that's right here. Our hypothalamus is directly beneath that, right about here. And then I want to look at what we're calling our midbrain, which is right in the middle of the brain. Right here, you can see it pretty clearly. And then our medulla oblongata. So our medulla oblongata is going to be this longish feature that's here at the base of our dissected brain. Three more features that I'd like to mention before we wrap up this dissection. The first being this white matter that you can see here in the dissected side. Ooh, let me switch it around here. White matter, the arbor vitae. And then I want to point out the cerebral cortex, which is going to be that grayish appearing lining of the brain on the surface. What we're missing from this dissection, because unfortunately I removed it and did not save it, is our meninge, the cover that's going to encapsulate our entire dissected brain. Otherwise, I think we pointed out a good amount of features on this brain and we are ready to go ahead and pack it back up. So thank you for watching.